So this is just me in the garage on a Thursday afternoon, doing some mobility work. Just moving my body in the garage, doing different things. And I'm kind of show you a little bit of that. So I happen to be watching this woman on YouTube and showing what we should be able to do as we get in through middle age and beyond in terms of getting up and down and up off the floor. And I have a lot of strength and I have endurance, but there's some flexibility that I've lost being 71. And so this is why it's so important that you hold on to your flexibility, or if at all possible, start working to get it back as much of it as you can. And I just was watching one thing that she was doing, which is this. And she could sit down without using her hands, right? And so I found, okay, I've got to put my hand back to stop myself from plopping down, okay? But she could sit down without just come down. And that's really a function of having the flexibility in your hips and in your hamstrings and your quads, which I've kind of lost in the flexibility in my quads and hamstrings, okay? And so it's this whole balance, lifelong, trying to have strength, good functional strength and mobility, all right, and flexibility, okay? So anyway, and then coming back up, which, when I get to a certain point, I don't have a problem, right? And again, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, so she was showing like just getting down, right? Like this. So I'm good this far, but then I have to put my hand down to kind of help me, And then coming back up, I don't have a problem there. So that's, that's a work in progress, right? But just working on that kind of stuff, and it just takes practice, and it's not always pretty, but just a couple of minutes, you put that 10 minutes together in the morning or in the afternoon, whenever, to work on your functional strength and mobility. Just some things that you can work on, that's all. All right. So anyway, I'm going to do some hanging. That's going to be part of what I'm going to do today. Yeah, this is what I do. I actually attempt to do some hanging at least 2 or 3 times a week before I do other training. So that's what I'm doing today. And especially since yesterday, this is probably a function of just age, right? Here I go. Probably going to just attempt to hang for 30 seconds right now. So yesterday I was doing some work for quite a while at my computer in our office, and I am hanging. My feet's not on the floor, on the ground. And I got up and I was getting ready to go to my cycle class, and my left shoulder, which is, by the way, is my good shoulder, because my right shoulder is actually quite a bit weaker because of injury. But my left shoulder somehow was pinched, and I couldn't raise it above my head. And I was like, what the hell? So I had to do all these movements and stuff. And finally, by the time I got done with cycle class last night, I kind of had worked it back. But man, that kind of stuff just bugs the hell out of me. But hey, that's the process of getting older. Even when you are functionally strong and mobile, right? Aging still is going to get you. The whole thing is we just want to push back as hard as we can, okay? So, that's all I'm saying. So this is a few seconds holding here. And I'm going to put some chalk on my hands next time. But, I haven't done that in a few days. So let's see here. Okay, not too bad. So anyway, yeah, hanging. It actually really is beneficial for really opening your back up, your shoulders, and developing some just basic functional hand strength. And I also just felt like doing some kettlebell swings today. And I just have a 55-pound kettlebell. And normally I use my kettlebell to work my neck. But today I'm going to do some kettlebell swings, okay? Kettlebell is a great tool. You don't have one, it's okay. You do not need any equipment really, fancy equipment or gym memberships to build functional strength and mobility. You can do it just with your body weight, 10 minutes a day in your house, okay? If you want to know how, if you'd like help, support, feedback, I've been doing this 56 years. I'd love to work with you. I'll put my community address on here, and love to have you join, and you get the first 7 days free. All right.